Hey everybody, what's up? Today I'm going to show you how to make a flower pot and a kawaii flower pot out of Papa's clay. I'm going to start out by taking some orange, taking some ochre, and a little bit of red and mixing them together. Then I'm going to roll out a tube and taper one of the ends so I start to get that flower pot look. I'm going to cut off the end as evenly as I can and then try to roll out the bottom of it so it gets an even more tapered look. I'm going to set this one aside and bake it so that it's ready for the next step. If you want to make a kawaii flower pot, take a needle tool and mark off where you want to put the eyes. Put them a good distance apart so you can put a little mouth in between them. And then take a dotting tool and push in where the eyes are going to go. I'm going to take my ball stylus and just push in the eyes now. Making the mouth is probably the trickiest step. You want to take some black clay and roll it out as thin as you can possibly get it. Papa's clay is actually really good for this because it does not melt when it gets really thin and hot, but some other clays will melt a little bit more and disintegrate on your finger. Cut off a small little piece and get it on your X-Acto knife. And use your finger to turn it into a U shape and then gently place it right between the eyes. This part is always a little bit hard, and as you can see I'm going to use my X-Acto knife and another tool to help get it off and place it properly. Again, put this one aside and bake it so that it's ready for the next step. Roll out the clay that you mixed earlier in your pasta machine and put some liquid clay on the top of your flower pot so that the lip that we're about to add actually sticks a lot better. So use a cutting blade to cut a nice straight line, and then we're just going to add that to the top of your flower pot. After you line up the beginning and the end of your lip, just cut off any excess stuff and you can try to shade them in and blend them in together, or you can bake it first and then blend them in so you don't smash any other parts of it. This is another great time to bake your flower pot so that they don't get smashed in any next steps. So once it's baked and cooled down, take some chocolate brown clay and put it on the top of your flower pot and smash it all around and push it in so that all the seams and any open spaces are covered up. And then the most effective tool that I found to make soil is just a toothbrush. So take an extra toothbrush you have, an old toothbrush, and just smash it in so that you get that nice kind of soily, grainy effect. Again, this is a great time to bake it after you do this so it's easier to do the next step without ruining anything. Take some leaf green clay and roll it out into a little thin snake, and also take some and run it through your pasta machine. If you have some leaf cutters, they're perfect for cutting out these similar size leaves, but if you don't, no problem at all. You can always cut them out, or you can find all sorts of tools around the house that have a similar effect. So you can take a needle tool or any other tool that you have like that and make some lines so it looks like you have some leaf veins in your leaf. Once you have those leaves ready, just position them onto the top of your stem and then add another leaf right next to it and use a tool or something to blend them in a little bit so that the clay sticks together when you bake it. You should bake your leaves and stems so ready for the next step. Use a drill and drill a hole in the top of your flower pot so you can take those stems and just stick them directly in. Use a little bit more chocolate brown to cover up any of the spots you made earlier or any of the imperfections you made while you're drilling the hole, and just push it down with your finger and then use your toothbrush again to give it that soil effect. Thanks again for watching this tutorial, and let me know if there's anything else you'd like me to show you how to make.